Hi guys, welcome back. On YouTube as well on Instagram, I asked what do you guys would like to know, and I had some interesting questions, so I will answer them right now. So the first question. Could you tell us about your accident and how you ended up being in a wheelchair? Yes. In December 2016, I went skiing. I lost control. I fell on my back somehow, and then I broke my spine. I was alone when it happened, and I didn't hit anybody. I didn't hit a tree. I was just alone. And yeah, somehow I just broke my spine in 3 places, and that's the reason that I'm now paralyzed. So, how long are you in the wheelchair? 2.5 years. How does it feel being in a wheelchair? Well, how does it feel? It's another world, I guess, because you're literally sitting down the whole time and everybody's walking. And the world is not made for people who sit. I have mixed feelings about that one. What is it like not feeling anything in your legs? Do you have neurotic pain? Wouldn't you basically feel like you're flying all the time? Well, I remember the first time swimming that felt a little bit like flying, because you don't know where your body is and you feel like, because you don't see it, you don't feel your legs, you don't see them, and then it's like, where's my body? No, but I don't feel like flying. What it's like not feeling, it's like I cannot compare it to anything. I've had that question a lot, but I cannot compare it to... No. There's no feeling in the world that cannot compare to anything when you don't feel. Some people would say, yeah, but if you have like a epidural, then maybe it's similar, but I don't think so. I had an epidural when I used to walk, but it's so temporary, you cannot compare it, because knowing that you're never gonna walk again, you can never feel. Mentally it does something else, so cannot compare it. Do you have neurotic pain? Yes, sometimes. What are your plans for the future? What goals do you have? I have many goals, big, small. I have many dreams, but that's all pretty personal. I guess in general I like to keep learning and growing, and I want to become the best version that I can be right now. And yeah, since the accident I do want to make a change somehow for the disabled community. And I would like to find a job where I can be myself and it fits my situation. That will be nice. So that's that. What do you think about devotees? Oh, the devotee thing is complicated, I guess. That's what I found out. The first time I heard about it, I was like, what the hell? I didn't know it exists. So for me, I took some time to try to understand what it means. But it's an attraction. It's not that common, so it's kind of taboo. I guess these guys, also women, have this attraction. They struggle with it. Yes, devotees, they're all humans. It's not a usual attraction, so I guess it's hard for them. it's also hard for me to find out. I know there are a lot of girls in a wheelchair who are disgusted. They feel freaked out about it. I can understand that as well. Personally, I do try to judge people as a person, not as something they have. So I will respect them as long as they respect me, and I think as long as I'm sharing my story online, I will have to deal with the fact that I get attention from people that are attracted to my disability. Yeah, I guess I'm just accepting that it's there. What's important when you buy a wheelchair? Well, this is my first wheelchair, so I cannot give you the best advice. I guess it's very important. The backrest is very important. That you are comfortable, that it suits you, pick the right color. I prefer to keep my wheelchair as light as possible, so less is more, less stuff on it is better. I took my armrest off. I had like, over here I had some armrests, but I took them off because I felt, you know, I was getting lazy always resting on it. And I think it really depends on what your preference is, and you will find out along the way if you get your first wheelchair. No one can tell you what's better for you. Of course, you can get advice from a professional, but in the end, you will have to decide what you like and what's best for your body. How could you take such a tragedy so lightly? I don't think I take it lightly. I guess everybody deals in a different way. If you know, you have to overcome something. I do have moments I feel really depressed. I think in the beginning, when I got the injury, I was just focused on surviving, on, you know, pushing myself to get better. And in the beginning, I thought I would walk again, so I did not felt like there was an option to give up. Like I was like, no, I'm gonna try my very best. And also mentally, I was just pushing through. And after a while, like now, 2 years later, things get a little different. Now I have more time to think instead of constantly surviving. So I think it's a process, it takes time, and I don't think I take it lightly. I just, you know, everybody has their own way to cope with tragedy, with difficult things. So I just believe in balance. I try to compensate the good and the bad, and, you know, if you feel bad some days, I try to do something nice for myself to feel a little bit better. And yeah, it's a crazy process. It's just a lot. You learn a lot, and at the end of the day, I like to discover possibilities. And I guess in a way, I try to figure out why the hell I'm still here. Why did I get a second chance? That's why I'm curious. I'm just curious about life. So, here's a question. I am wondering, how about privacy? Privacy? You know, my English is not always that good, sorry for that. I would just call it privacy, okay? Privacy issues for the disabled and different abled. They always need the help of others. Have you ever resented, or have you ever felt that you have lost some of your privacy due to your limited ability to take care of yourself? Yes. When back in the hospital, I didn't have any privacy. I I don't know how to explain it. It's like every nurse in the hospital and also in rehab, they saw me naked. They had to touch me everywhere. They had to feed me. They had to, well, touch me everywhere and bathe me and unclothe and dress and put needles in my arms. You know, there's like, the body isn't yours at that moment. You're being lived. Like, yeah, it's crazy. There's no privacy at that moment. Like, everybody knows everything about you. Everybody can just, yeah. Well, it was a crazy experience. Right now, it's different. Okay, now I live by myself. I'm alone. I have my own space. Very important. I can take care of myself. I'm now completely independent. Like, yeah, kind of. Almost. So that's good. I guess that privacy is very important, to have your own space. And I think that disabled people, yes, they have less privacy than able people. And it's because you have more freedom. Yeah, I guess as a disabled person, you do need more help. If you like to travel somewhere, it's also that you need companionship to take you places, to help you out. Yeah, you can, yeah, there is less privacy, there's less freedom. I guess it's a good question. And there's more. Someone asked me, hey, I hope you're doing good. Want to know if you are planning to travel to Spain. I would like to. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't plan, but I would love to see Spain again. What do you think about people that have wheelchair-related fetishes? Well, that's the devotee thing. I think I answered that one. So, in my Instagram, I also asked you guys to ask me anything. Let's see, I didn't check it out. Okay. Taking the difficulties, which parts you like to be a wheelchair? Do you like? Sometimes I get questions, but I don't know exactly what people are trying to ask, because I think it's a language problem, like communication. I mean, my English is also not that good, but sometimes I don't know what people are asking, like just weird sentences, so I don't know what they're asking, so I cannot answer that. Did you have any Did you have any sensation above your spinal cord injury? Above. I have sensation, yes. I can feel my arms. What's your favorite meal? I don't have one favorite meal. Not anymore. It used to be rice and chicken, but I'm a vegetarian right now. So, don't know my favorite meal. I do really like just nachos, you know. Guacamole. Yeah. I like all kinds of foods. Like, I also like Thai food, Mexican food, Italian food. So I don't have one favorite. Yeah. What's your favorite music band? A band? Favorite music band? Well, it always was NERD, like when I was younger. I guess that's my favorite band. Out. Okay, let's continue. Questions. What do you think about the Quickie wheelchair? Is it comfortable? Well, like I said, this is my first wheelchair. I haven't really tried other ones, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm comfortable. I guess, you know, Quickie is just one brand, and the wheelchair has different parts on it from different brands. I mean, the backrest is a different brand, the cushion is a different brand. Do you feel something in your legs? No. Something Russian? I don't know Russian. Would you like to visit Mexico? I would love to go to Mexico. Mexico, right? Mexico. Oh yeah, sure, why not? Something Spanish. ¿Alguna vez cuando no estabas lesionado te fijaste en algún chico? You know, I'm gonna answer that in English because my Spanish is not that okay. I mean, I get what they're saying, I can understand, but I don't talk really much. I don't speak Spanish very often, so it's, you know, if you don't use it, you lose it, so that's the problem here. So I would date a guy in a wheelchair if he's just as hot, awesome, and sexy as I am. Sure, why not? Why don't you eat meat? Porque no comes carne. I'm a vegetarian. There are a lot of reasons. I know it's healthier, so I read books. I read so many things about meat, and yeah. It's like I do eat fish now and then, not often. So if you want to take care of your body and you feel better not eating meat, then you should do that, right? So that's my case. I feel better when I don't. I love animals, and it's so sad, the idea of just killing them just for me to eat them. And I don't like that. When are you traveling to South America? I don't know yet. I would love to. So I got Spain, Mexico. Any other invitations? Yeah, when? I don't know what. I don't know when, but it's just I will in the future. I will definitely go somewhere. I mean, I want to go to Brazil. I want to go to Argentina. There's so many places. Oh, here's another one, 20 seconds ago. Do you plan to visit Poland? Well, it's pretty close. Yeah, I love traveling. I do want to go places. If I would cut my hair, I should cut my hair because it's too long. If it grows longer, it's gonna be a problem with the wheels. But not soon. My goal was to let it grow till it's 1 meter, so I have 5 centimeters to go, and then I will cut it. How tall am I? I am 5'8". But you can't see that because I'm sitting down. Do you dream of walking? Yes, I do. When I dream, I do dream that I am walking sometimes. It's really weird when you wake up and you can't. So yeah, it's crazy. What's the hardest part about being disabled? I think the hardest part is that people do not understand what it all means. When you're able, when you're healthy, there's nothing wrong with you. Most people do not understand all the things that you have to deal with, and that's okay. I mean, we cannot know everything, but it can be frustrating when people try to ignore you or do not have any empathy. So I don't really think not walking is not a problem. Not walking it sucks, but it's not the biggest problem. The problem is how people react on you, like emotionally, mentally, how it gets in your head sometimes. I think for me personally, that's the hardest part, how to deal with that. What's the worst thing anybody ever said to you because of your disability? Whew. Well, I guess I had some comments on my YouTube channel, like people wished that it was kind of weird. They wish they could be me because they want the disability. Okay, I cannot understand why you want this. No. If you have that desire, sure, I wish you the best. If you want that, go for it. But no, I don't think these people understand what it really means. That you don't have a choice. You become disabled, it's not a choice. If it's a choice, if you want to, it's so different. But again, this was such weird. I get these comments like, I wish I was disabled. I want the same injury that you have. It's like, why would you want that? It's no, don't want that. So that's one. And then there is the comments like, I want to throw you on the floor and fuck you, and well, like pornographic stuff like that. Yeah, don't do it. Are you a model? No. Well, not professionally. I do model sometimes, but I cannot live being a model, so no. What's your sign? I'm a Taurus. Do you like cats or dogs? I like cats and dogs, but if I could choose an animal to have, I don't have any pets, I would choose a dog. Do you miss walking with the exoskeleton? Yes, I do. When will you walk again? I would like to know that too. Well, I'm paralyzed completely, so when they find a cure, I will walk again, hopefully. How do you dress yourself in the wheelchair? Well, the sweater and, the top is not that difficult being in a wheelchair. I just have to make sure that I keep my body positioned a little bit backwards so I don't lose my balance. And the pants, like putting something on my legs, I do that on the bed. It's possible in my chair, but it's a lot of work. So it's a lot quicker to make a transfer to my bed. Just put on leggings or shorts or whatever, and then transfer back in the chair. So thank you for watching. You'll see more of me later.